Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dan here. Coming at you guys today with something a little different. Usually it's my car or my bike or my computer or another expensive hobby I have, but this is definitely a little change of pace, but I wanted to show you guys because I don't want to sound too proud of myself, but I think this worked out perfectly. So I want to show you guys how great of an alternative something like this is. I call it my bike shed. If you don't have a garage, if you don't have any storage, if you don't have anywhere to put your bike, if you have a property where you put your bike inside, all the power to you. If you have a garage, that's great. I have a nice home with a basement and 2 floors, but go figure, no garage. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to do a few things. At first, I got the bike out of tarp. I'm like, there's no way this is going to work because the elements are going to get under it, around it. It's going to blow over. And I was thinking I could get one of those Rubbermaid build-it-yourself plastic sheds that are like 7 feet tall and like 5 feet wide, but the dimensions were just not cutting it. It was always a few inches off, and they're expensive. They were like $800, $1,000, going up to like $1,200 or more. So I was like, you know what? I was like, I can't leave it outside. These bike sheds are too much money. Got a little extension cord running from my trickle charger. And all the options really didn't make sense. So I told my wife, I'm like, you know what? Let's just go to Home Depot and I'll buy lumber and I'll buy the materials. I'm like, I could build it. You know, I'm not any sort of construction guy, but I have technical skills. I have mechanical skills. I'm not a complete idiot. So I'm like, I could build a shed. Hell yeah. So we go to Home Depot. I buy the lumber. You know, I buy probably, I want to say 4 or 5 sheets of plywood that I think they're 72 inches in length, so long ways. No, they're longer because I think the bike is 72 to 76 inches. I think they were like 86, maybe 90 inches. I forget my dimensions, but I bought the larger sheets of plywood for whatever it was, 20, 16 a sheet. I bought a handful of 2x4s. And that's really it. I just bought the lumber first, and then I started piecing it together. And then I had a rough copy, and then I went back. I bought a single sleeve of shingles for $35. I bought a lock. I bought a lot of screws. I bought a few other things, and in time I kind of customized it. I made it my own thing. So now I'm showing you guys the exterior. This is it. Very simple, very crude, but it looks good, in my opinion at least, and it gets the job done perfectly. So I bought a nice padlock here. Now this is reinforced. I have this molding piece on the exterior with heavy duty screws going both ways, so from the inside, from the outside, so you can't just unscrew the lock. And then ta-da! So this is it. I bought a little LED light, battery powered. I zip tied it to the beam. More than enough room. I mean, I could live in this thing. It fits my Ninja 250 perfectly with room to spare. I'm sure I could fit a bigger bike. If you have a Harley or a Triumph, I don't know, a Goldwing, something huge, you're probably gonna have to make it a little bigger, but this was perfect for me, and I'm sure I could fit another or a slightly larger crotch rocket in here if I didn't have this one. But as you can see, I just did the framing first. I did the 2x4s on the bottom, and I cut it to the length of the plywood. So these plywoods on the side were not modified. These were just as is. I framed around it. I didn't make any crazy rafters. I had a bunch of 90-degree brackets as support, and then I kind of put some cut plywood up here as a foundation, if you will, or a frame, and then I cut a piece of plywood in half, put half here angled, and that's it. Like I said, I'm not a contractor, but the thing's sturdy, it's heavy, and I love it. And once I got used to it, you know, I started doing a few more things. I insulated it because there was a little crack here, so I used the foam stuff. And then I had a little support for the roof, but we've had 60 miles an hour winds. We've had bad weather. We made it through the whole winter. This thing does not budge. It's just, I'm very happy with how this came out. So as you can see, I did not do a floor in case it's got to move, in case it gets wet, which it will get wet. Water will seep through, but it's all right, because if it rains really heavy, there's like a small little gutter on this side I could drain out of. Bought some basic hinges for the door. The door could have been better. It's thin plywood, but it gets the job done. This is like a yoga mat I had for very cheap. These things are, sorry, trying to focus here. Not even 20 bucks on Amazon. I had it for a workout thing and I didn't use it, so I cut it up, and then it made like this nice finished molding. I have a tarp actually under the shingles, because before it was done it was just raw wood with a tarp, and the tarp worked. It kept it dry. Water didn't get in. But you know what? I said I want to leave it on when I put the shingles on, because it does weatherproof it, and this thing does not get any water whatsoever inside. Any water. And we've had bad weather. The ground will get wet, sure, but the bike stays 100% dry. So if you guys look, I could fit in here. I don't know if you guys could see me, but plenty of room. I can even shut the door. Hang on. I don't really have an inside handle, so it's a little tricky. I can shut the door. I got plenty of space. I feel like I'm in a Hobbit's garage. I mean, it's weird, but this is a perfect solution to guys who don't have garages and they want to get away with awesome storage for only 300 bucks, if that. I mean, if you throw on paint and other stuff, then yeah, it'll be a few bucks more, or even a few bucks less if you shop smart. But I got plenty of room in here, plenty of height. Fits the bike with more than enough space. I put this nice little beam here for my trickle charger. Got the light. I got my few little things for bike work, and that's it. So that's the shed, and from the outside, it looks good. It looks like a little appliance, lawnmower, whatever you want to call it, shed. It looks like it fits. It looks clean. It's, like I said, it's extremely sturdy, and it's cheap. It's cost efficient. It gets the job done. So if you guys are looking, if you do not have a garage, if you can't store it inside, which I'm sure a lot of guys can't because their wives will beat their ass, it's understandable. And here is a great alternative. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.